At first, everything felt normal. The water was calm, visibility was clear, sunlight filtered down in slow wavering beams dancing across the ocean floor. This stretch of water off the coast of Australia was known for its beauty. Colorful coral, gentle currents, schools of fish moving like living clouds. The divers had been here before. Nothing about this dive suggested danger. They descended slowly, checking gauges, exchanging routine hand signals. Just another exploration, just another peaceful dive. Then one of them froze. He pointed downward. At first, it looked like coral, a pale formation spread across the seabed, uneven and clustered, rising slightly from the sand. Organic, textured, familiar enough not to trigger panic, but something felt wrong. Coral doesn't shift. This did. The diver leaned closer, hovering just above the seafloor. That's when he saw it. The surface wasn't solid. It wasn't rock. It was moving. Not all at once. Not violently. Just enough to notice. A slow ripple passed through the pile like a breath being taken, then released. The diver pulled back instinctively. He signaled to the others. Confusion spread through the group as they circled the formation, careful to keep their distance. From one angle, it looked harmless. From another, deeply unsettling. Then a second movement, and a third. Small shapes began to separate from the mass, sliding free, revealing that what they were seeing wasn't one thing at all, but many. Hundreds, possibly thousands. The realization hit them at the same time. This wasn't coral. It wasn't a rock formation. It wasn't even a reef. It was alive, and they were hovering directly above it. The ocean, vast and silent, suddenly felt very small. Heart rate spiked, breathing quickened. One wrong move, one careless fin kick, and they had no idea what might happen next. The pile shifted again, and this time, it reacted to them. As the divers hovered in stunned silence, the mass began to separate more clearly. What once looked like a single nightmare was now revealing its truth. They weren't rocks, they weren't coral. They were creatures stacked, layered, clinging to one another in a living pile. Sharks, dozens of nurse sharks, packed tightly together, resting on the ocean floor in a behavior so rare most divers never witness it in their lifetime. Their bodies overlapped, fins pressed against skin, tails slowly swaying as they sensed the presence above. The divers backed away, slowly, carefully. No sudden movements, no panic. One wrong signal could turn curiosity into chaos. Nurse sharks are usually calm, but surrounded, cornered, and disturbed, that's a different story. The pile shifted again, several heads lifting slightly from the mass, eyes tracking motion, not attacking, not fleeing, watching. The divers began their ascent, hearts pounding louder than their bubbles. Only when they broke the surface did anyone speak. What they had seen wasn't an attack, it wasn't a threat, it was a reminder. The ocean is not a place we control. It allows us to visit but only briefly, and beneath the calm surface, entire worlds exist, watching us just as closely as we watch them.